Welcome back, good afternoon. We're heading out to the eastern side, the far right of the tube map and the district line into Zone 6, into the London Borough of Havering, as we do the end of the line at Upminster. Hello Upminster, hello eastern end of the district line, and to a station which isn't managed by London Underground, it's managed by C2C Railway. We'll talk about their fast trains in a moment, but that's why on the platform we've just got this rather, no roundel signage. There are no roundels at Upminster, daylight, well, except for this one here.
Yes, at the eastern end of the station there's this footbridge, and climbing up the steps takes you up to the entrance of Calverley House. This is where District Line drivers book on, and also in this facility there's a lever-operated signal cabin.
There's 3 reception roads coming out and into the depot, so you've got 51, 52 and 53 road, the shunt signals that let you into the various platforms, because we've got platform 3, 4 and 5 that we use here, and then obviously the starting signals that let you go out onto the westbound.
Calverley House, by the way, is named after Les Calverley, a former train operations manager who retired in 2009 after an amazing 47 years working on the Underground.
Footbridge is currently being repaired, which is why you can't go through, and there's a huge gap in the middle. I hope it's being repaired, I hope it's going to come back. Back in Secrets of the Underground in 2013, was it really 9 years ago? There used to be a classic old-style light box sign indicator there saying which platform 3, 4 or 5 the next tube train ran from, rather than the C2C. That's now gone, replaced by this modern-day dot metrics indicator. But the bridge, the footbridge, there's a big gap in it.
From the footbridge, you can also peer over and carry on looking east, where the tracks continue for a further mile all the way out to Upminster Depot. We'll go down and have a look at that in a moment. But yes, there are 6 platforms here in total, a mix of National Rail, Tube, and don't forget the London Overground too. Here's Geoff to tell us about which platforms are which.
So, platforms 1 and 2 over there are for the fast C2C train. Platforms 3, 4, 5 here are for the district line trains. And again, I told you about the White Line and I said there's no roundels apart from the one on the signal box here at Upminster, because there's platform 6 over here, which is often forgotten about. Upminster, of course, is also the place where the legendary Overground service, the Emerson Park shuttle, runs from Barking, Emerson Park, Upminster. So sometimes I even forget that it's here, that little orange sign of the Overground here at Upminster, proudly displaying their orange Overground roundels. If you've never come and got the Emerson Park branch train from Barking to Upminster, when you come to do Upminster as end of the line, you also pretty much have to go and do Emerson Park at back, just to knock it out, just to say that you've done it.
Upminster Station has its front entrance on the main road, appropriately named Station Road, from where on the bridge you can get a great view down onto the tracks. But also, there's a side road called Station Approach, and a much quainter building down here which I like much more. And for this series, I was very happy to see that the station caters for 4-wheeled vehicles too.
If you come down the side, it reminds me of Epping Station on the Central Line. There's the entrance on the side where there's a cafe, get yourself an all-important cup of tea. It's just a nicer building, but more importantly, I'm very happy you can tick it off your spreadsheet. Over here, Upminster has a car park.
It feels like maybe I should have started a spreadsheet to where I make a note of how many parking spaces each car park has at the end of the line, and of course, how much it costs to park here, so we can see which the best value for money car park is.
In the car park, I've made an intriguing discovery. It's the inverse to a bin bag blowing in the breeze. It's what happens when a bin bag is full, hasn't been emptied, it's so full that even in a very strong wind, I don't think that would be blowing at all. Shame.
Right then, so what's there to do in Upminster? Well, the traditional high street with all the normal change you might expect, and also maybe not expect to see, are here. I also do like the fact that the 347 bus route calls here at Upminster Station, which is London's least served bus route. It gets just 4 services a day in each direction between Mondays to Saturdays. But keep walking beyond the shops, and literally 5 minutes around the corner walk away is something quite brilliant and unexpected. It's a windmill.
I think we can safely predict / say that in all the other end of the line stations coming up in this series, we're not going to find any more windmills. This is the only tube station at the end of the line which has a windmill, which is great, right? It's very impressive.
The Upminster windmill was built by James Noakes, a local farmer, in 1803. It's now a Grade 2 listed building, and it is widely considered to be amongst the very best remaining English schmock mills. Currently being restored, it's absolutely worth a visit if you're in the area.
You know, for those of a certain age, and I am showing my age, all I can hear in my head is Trumpton's Windy Miller going and I'll hear that all day until I get home. Great, thanks. Windmill, tick. What about that depot then?
Let's go there now, which, amusingly, involves going to another car park.
I've come to another car park. No, really I have. It's our running gag here in End of the Line. At Amersham in episode 1, I made a big fuss about going to the westernmost point, or what was the westernmost point of the Underground network. The reason why I've come to a car park here, which is hilarious, and a little village called Cranham, which is about a mile east of Upminster. I've come all the way out to here. It's because this, looking through these trees here, is the easternmost point of all of the Underground. It's the easternmost point in the country where you'll see an Underground train. It is the depot, just through here.
And finally, back at the station, I almost considered getting the Overground train home, but I didn't. But down on the platform, I did find something that I'd never seen before, though.
I've only just discovered this waiting room on platform 6 for the Overground shuttle. Never in my life before have I sat in this waiting room. Excellent. And that's how I'm getting home, via the C2C, not getting the district line to take me out of here. And where I'm going to next, well, there's only 5 stations on the Underground that begin with the letter U. Upminster is one of them, and weirdly, another end of the line that I'm going to next for episode 8 also begins with the letter U. Playlist coming up, press subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you soon, bye.
For your security. If you see something that doesn't look